Hello all my fit friends, welcome back to another gym workout. So last Saturday I posted on Instagram about this awesome leg workout that I love so much that I decided to repeat today and share with you. So we started with 10 straight minutes of squats. You're going to see one of us is going to do a loaded barbell squat for as many reps as possible while the other person does air squats, and we're going to just switch back and forth with as little rest as possible for 10 straight minutes. I'm going to speed it up and let it go, and while we're doing that, let's talk about squat form. So first of all, let me say that there is no one perfect way to squat because each one of us has differing anatomical variables to consider, okay? Think about things such as hip socket and how it's located in your pelvic girdle and femur length. Also, we all don't have the same goals, right? So think about the goals that an Olympic weightlifter might have versus a power lifter versus someone like me who's just trying to be as strong as possible for myself. So some of us are going to prefer a low bar to a high bar, and some of us will have a more narrow stance to a wider stance, all right? So that being said, there are some things that everyone should remember to squat safely and some fundamentals to get the most out of your squats. So I'm going to give you 4 things to think about. Number 1 is keeping your lower back arched. You want to maintain that natural curvature in your lower back because keeping that tight curvature in your lower back will help prevent spinal injury. So there's 4 things like mini cues you can remember to maintain that lower back arched. Butt out, chest up, shoulders back, and eyes forward. So the second main thing that I want you to remember is weight back and feet flat. So transmitting the weight through the heels activates the gluteals for a stronger squat and helps prevent the knees from going too far forward over your toes too. So you can think about sitting back and keeping your shins vertical to remember to keep that weight back. The third main thing that I want you to remember is wide knees over the toes. So holding the knees out loads the hips and posterior chain more and reduces the load on the quads and the strain on the knees. So I want you to think about pushing out as you're coming up. Think push out. So the final main thing I want you to remember is to keep the upper back tight. So keeping a strong upper back will prevent forward lean, which strains the knees and lower back, and it actually reduces range of motion too. So to help you remember a tight upper back, I want you to think about elbows in and under the bar and shoulder blades back and in and tight. So I hope this helped you. If you can remember those 4 things, you're going to be squatting safely and you're going to get so much out of your squats. All right, so let's go on with the rest of the workout. All right, so we are going to do another superset here. We are really going to kill the quads. So we went lighter on the weight because we're holding at the top for a 5 count. That's a 5 count isometric hold there at the top of your leg extension. And I tell you what, like your legs start to shake, but you're like, oh, I can do this. But by the end of the set, it was burning so bad. And you know what? Not every workout or not every exercise has to burn so bad, but sometimes it just feels good to have one of those exercises where at the end of the set, you almost want to cry because the muscle burns so bad. It just feels good to do that and to challenge yourself sometimes. And it's a great way to challenge your mental toughness too, that even though it's burning, even though it's not the most comfortable thing in the world, you tell yourself, no, I'm going to do one more. Just keep pushing yourself. I like to do that every now and then. So we alternated that with the bodyweight rear lunges, as you could see. We have one more superset here. So do you see the Boyce or Peterson step-ups there? What you're going to do is you're going to just flex your foot and your heel is going to hit the floor. You're going to keep your body as upright as you can. And what that is it exaggerates or it makes your body want to kind of have your knee going past your toe that way a little bit. And that just stresses the quads and emphasizes the quads more. And I have pretty strong glutes. My hamstrings are better formed and my glutes are better formed than my quads. So right now I'm kind of focusing more on making sure that I get some really good quad focus exercises in every workout. And then as you can see, we did superset that with the hamstring and glute exercise there with the glute bridges because you know I love working that booty. And what a better way to superset so that your quads have kind of rested while you're doing the hamstring exercise, and then you can just go one right after the other. It's a great time saver and a great way just to challenge yourself. So with those glute bridges, just make sure you're pushing those hips up, locking out those hips, really squeezing the hamstrings and the glutes. Then what we finished up with, I think we did 8 lengths of these hopping lateral lunges. So you want your back flat, belly button pulled in. The leg that bends, that's where all your weight is. The other leg is staying as straight as you can, and then as you push up through that bent leg to hop over to the next one, and you're just going to really feel it in your glutes more that way. And then, of course, you're getting adductors too, and who doesn't love working those inner thighs some? So we didn't really rest. We went back and forth, 8 lengths, and it was just a fun, nice way to kind of finish the workout. And there you have it. So I hope you enjoyed this workout. Give me a thumbs up, comment below, let me know what you thought about it. Check out this playlist. Until Monday, I want you to always remember, no excuses, no regret, just sweat everybody. Bye!